Madison Hill.
And I'm Courtney, not Mad Revolution.
We are fired up today, people, so just prepare yourselves, T-Tribe. I don't know what Courtney and I had for breakfast, our normal things that we have for breakfast, but there must have been a little extra spice in there.
Madison, there was a shark in the water this
Woo!
morning.
Because we are on one, we are feeling it. We are going to get into this Kylie Jenner news. I don't even know what the hell is happening. I guess her and Travis, it sounds like they're on their way to working things out. They want to give Stormi a sibling. They're already talking about another baby. It's a whole damn mess. We're also talking about Kylie's relationship with Sofia Richie. Apparently that has grown stronger, which is convenient after hearing about, you know, Sofia ditching her family. It's a whole thing. We're also talking about Kim clapping back about booing Tristan Thompson at the game. She says that is not the case. That's not what happened. We also have a little update on Rob and China when they're actually going to go and have a meeting about Dream's custody. So we have a little tea on that. We're also talking about Logan Paul picking up Brody Jenner's sloppy seconds. What the heck? Nikki Tutorials, the co-founder, co-creator of Too Faced, is speaking out because obviously his sister was one of the people who everyone thinks was blackmailing Nikki Tutorials. So we're going to talk about that. We're talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He wants to go home on house arrest. We're talking about Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler. Now that they have officially broken up, the internet knows who Vanessa should date next. We're also talking about Pete and Kaya, a little clarification on that. Liam Hemsworth, Camila Cabello. I'm exhausted. Oh, and of course, how could I even forget? I just pulled back the third page of the docket. And you guys, we have a whole page dedicated to Selena and Justin and Haley. So, Selenators, don't worry, your thirst will be quenched. We are going to talk about Selena and Justin and Haley. We just had to switch it up a little bit. Because I don't want you guys to think we have to talk about them every single day. Towards the end, we are going to talk about them. We got some tea, of course. We got Selena opening up to Billboard about the difficulties of really making vulnerable and Lose You to Love Me. And then, of course, we're going to talk about Justin posting that little throwback video from 2016 of him and Haley on a tennis court. Fans were all up in the comments being sassy. It's a lot happening today. A lot on this hump day.
I have two things I want to say.
Yes.
Well, one is a question and the other one is a statement.
Okay.
Oh, let's say hi to Anna first.
Hi, Anna. This morning is going to be lit. Thank you both. Thank you, Anna, for making me feel cool. Whenever anyone says, like, you're lit, I'm like, yes, I'm so cool. The Gen Zers think I'm cool.
I always say that about people that are hype in drunken videos. I'd be like, you're lit.
I also realized I was cool until I just did the rock signs in a food formation. Yes.
Oh, no, that's
It's because I'm still on my cheer game. Everyone, have you watched it yet?
I watched one episode last night.
Okay. And your thoughts?
Here's the thing.
Oh,
I think
God.
I did something wrong.
Oh, no.
I watched two shows prior. Like, I started two different shows prior to cheer.
Okay.
And I watched one episode of each because my BET app was messing up. BET Plus, get it together. And so I was like, oh, this is messing up. Let me watch cheer because I still got like an hour of Courtney B awake time. And cute girl.
Okay.
Does anything happy happen?
Yeah, yes. There is happiness weaved in.
It was like real sad.
Yeah, it's weaved in there.
I was like,
it's weaved in. It's weaved in.
My mom died.
It's
and
a
like,
good, you just have to give it more time.
I thought it was going to be like, for those of y'all that can get where I'm coming from, I thought it was going to be like some 5, 6, 7, 8, and then she's sleeping with my man. And
no,
it was like, my mom died and like.
Yes, it's very serious, but it's really good. You have to give it some more time. There's some happiness weaved in.
I need
like
the
once Jerry, once
I
you get to know
Jerry.
more about Jerry, he just literally, his energy will feed you through the screen.
And he does the good Matt talk.
Yes.
Yes.
I love him. He's like, yes, 98 pounds. I'm like, well, first of all, I don't think I've been 98 pounds since I was like in 6th grade. But still, I just love him. He brings so much energy.
I've been Matt talking my whole life then.
I feel like you Matt talk me when you take my Instagram pictures.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, give it to me. Yes, Blazer. Like you're literally Jerry when you're taking my Instagram pictures. It's the best.
I want to ask, why don't people care as much about Vanessa Hudgens and Austin like y'all did Jeffrey and Nate? That's my first question. And the second thing I want to say is, I forget who it was because your name went by really quick, but I want to make note and shout out your sister because the boys and girls of the world of the T-Tribe, they're noticing the new logo in the thumbnail.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I forgot about that. So shout out, yes, to my sister. She helped us with that. It's fantastic. It's fabulous.
It's legendary. It's cute.
She is iconic. She helps with the morning tea.
Yes.
She is a member of the tea tribe.
Yes.
So thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, they were the ones that noticed.
She's going to be actually, and she's going to be happier that you brought it up than me because she cares more about your opinion than mine.
I think that it reflects our personality.
It does. We got a little shams, a little tequila, a little tea, a little fun. We're lit.
Also, before I even looked down at this donation, all I saw was the word circle. Y'all better not spoil the circle.
You guys,
for us.
please, we haven't gotten to watch it yet.
Circle chat is tomorrow.
We are definitely going to break it down. We just have to go to bed early so we can be energized here at the table. So we have not been able to watch the circle yet. Please don't spoil it. Please don't spoil it.
Or we'll block you out the chat.
No.
Yeah, no, Madison, because that's a rule because I don't like having things spoiled. That's why I don't watch things that are new.
That's true.
Don't spoil the circle for us, please, you guys.
Shout out to Anna. She said you both are still lit. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Anna. We also have Karina. Okay, no one's spoiling.
That's all I care
We have Karina saying one more thing about the circle. Seaburn, aka Rebecca, went Instagram live with me last night. Hashtag wig prayers. Okay, what?
That's iconic.
That is iconic. Oh my God. Actually, I realized yesterday that Joey's following me on Instagram and I totally geeked out. I was like, Courtney, I know Nicki Minaj is following you on Instagram,
Mr.
but
Sasso.
Joey from the circle is
Mr.
following me on
Sasso,
Instagram.
Sasso.
I felt so cool.
Miss Karen, the Karen.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yes,
yesterday.
we love Karen.
We stand
Karina,
Karen.
that's freaking iconic.
That is
I
iconic.
love that for you.
I would've gagged.
I would have too. I would have
gagged.
totally
I
panicked.
love that.
Shout out to Karina. We also have a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea, ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika,
got off.
Go Mika,
Hey,
go Mika,
hey,
go Mika. Hey, happy hump day, Mika.
Hi, Mika. Thank you so
Hey.
much. Said you guys are great. Thanks for the song. Love you guys. Mika, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You gave us the song, really.
And I love to sing it every day.
Yes, I do too. It really gets me going, gets me in the mood, gets my little twerk
That's our
on.
that's our basketball game.
Exactly.
Cheer.
Gets
It's
the
Mika
blood
song.
flowing. And you guys, I saw a couple people saying, what's The Circle? If you guys haven't watched Circle, it's a show on Netflix. It's kind of like Big Brother, social media, dating. How else would you describe it?
I describe it as a social media
Experiment.
experiment / competition.
Okay.
Because they get money at the end.
That is true.
They get a coin.
That is true. If you haven't watched it, give it a try. Netflix has been slowly releasing 3 episodes at a time. They released the final episodes last night, today. Courtney and I started watching it at the same time. We just wanted the Tea Tribe to get in on it with us because we were having so much fun. So if you haven't watched it yet, give it a chance, and we can all talk about it tomorrow.
Yes.
Once Courtney and I catch up.
That's what I'm doing when I get home.
Same.
I need to watch Circle.
I'm gonna actually, what I did last time is I walked on the treadmill while I watched an episode. I'm gonna do that again. Try to keep that
calorie burn.
activity going.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm trying. I had way too much fun over the holidays. Like, my blood was 50 champs, 50 ranch. Like, it was a problem. So I'm still kind of detoxing that a little bit.
Let me ask you this, Madison. If
Yes.
you had to dip something that was not pizza in ranch, what would you dip?
Fries.
Your top thing. Fries?
Fries, definitely. Fries.
Does that count for anything potato or specifically fries?
Specifically fries. Then I
I
would
love
do
a loaded ranch. I
would
love a
also
loaded
do
mash
like
and
a
ranch.
potato chip. That's probably something else I would do. I'm trying to think what else. I really will put ranch on a lot of things. Like,
ranch
I'm
is
kind
good.
of one of those people that, I know it sounds gross,
That's
but I will do
good.
it.
No,
I'll
ranch is
do
good.
it. You gotta have a good ranch. I even tried a vegan ranch the other night.
Was it good?
It was good. And normally, you know, I'm kind of picky about those things. But
Yeah.
it was actually good. It was from Whole Foods, so shout out to Whole Foods. You
Did
got
y'all
a
have some
good vegan
cashews in it?
ranch. I don't think there was any cashews, so you
That's
could even
good.
try it.
That's good.
Yes.
I could try it. Dip a
We
carrot.
could. Yes.
Little
a
baby
little
carrot.
carrot. Yes. A little cucumber. A little cucumber, a little tomato.
Not before a carrot.
Okay, no.
carrot.
No. We also have Bianca saying y'all need Frank's Red Hot. I put that ish on everything.
Oh, Bianca, get out my pantry, sis. Macaroni and cheese with Frank's.
I'm a big hot sauce person too. I love Frank's buffalo chicken dip. But as far as hot sauce goes, I'm a Tapatio girl.
Listen, my boyfriend makes a buffalo chicken baked pasta dish, and he makes it with the Frank's. And that is so good.
I'm confused why you haven't brought me any of this.
Because I eat it all, Madison.
Okay, next time he needs
I
to
eat
double
it
the
all.
recipes because I need to try this.
It's
That
good
sounds
for you.
amazing.
It's good, man.
Sounds
With
like
the
it
good
would
shredded
feed my
chicken,
soul.
You take it out the slow cooker, girl.
That sounds so good. You guys know we could talk about food for an entire
For the
hour.
whole show.
I see you guys talking about Cholula. Yes, buffalo
Curry
chicken
mustard?
dip is lit. What's curry mustard?
That sounds
Where do
good.
you get curry mustard?
I don't know, but we going there.
Have you ever had the curried couscous from
Mendocino?
Mendocino Farms?
Yeah.
Oh,
Madison.
so good.
I just had that like 2 weeks ago.
If you guys have Mendocino Farms wherever you live, highly recommend the curried
Mendocino
couscous.
is good.
Oh my God, it's so freaking good. We have Tofu Chipmunk saying manifesting a fabulous hump
Ooh,
day.
shout out to you, Tofu.
Yes, Tofu Chipmunk, thank you so much.
Yes.
I saw someone when I was rewatching the T live yesterday. Someone was like, I love how Maddison and Courtney just made her a kung fu chipmunk, even though her name
Right?
has nothing to do with that.
At all.
At all. We know, but for some reason we just
That's
are rolling
what
with it.
Tofu chipmunk, that's what it rings in my
We
spirit.
hope you don't mind that we
I
have
hope you
also
don't
turned you
mind.
into Kung Fu Chipmunk. Please
Yeah.
never change your name. We love it so
You
much.
might snap a neck in your day.
Exactly. You don't know. Tofu makes you strong. It could happen.
yeah.
You never know. Okay, let's go ahead and pour up the tea.
Let's do it.
We are going to get to it. Leslie is already talking about Vanessa Hudgens. He said, at least Vanessa Hudgens will not suck anyone's lips in front of the paparazzi. Honestly, though, we're going to talk about Vanessa Hudgens and who everyone wants to see her with now that Austin Butler and her are. That was kind of sad to me. 9 years. That's a long time.
Madison.
What? Uh-oh. I'm nervous. Whenever you talk slow and like hush-toned, I'm scared of what's going to come out.
Let me be nice, because
Okay.
the girls get their feelings hurt. Don't rush us today, y'all, please.
Oh.
That's all.
Okay. All right. We'll get there. We promise.
Can we get to the tea?
Well, I saw some T-Tribe people were being like, just let us talk. Like, we always have to talk
Yeah,
for
like-
a little bit. We got to catch up with the T-Tribe. That's always how this goes. I also want to shout out Heather Brinson.
Ooh.
She said, pour some tea/shams for me today. I'm going wedding dress shopping a month from today. Congratulations.
Fun. Congrats.
That is so much fun. You guys know I love a good wedding. Obviously, I
It's
go
been a minute, Madison.
It has.
Who's
Don't-
getting married this year?
Don't worry, I already have some scheduled.
There you go.
But not till, we're not kicking that off until summer. So we got some time.
Oh.
We got some time. We also have TX Britgal. Have y'all seen Reprisal on Hulu yet? #obsessed. I love you guys so much.
I haven't.
No, but now I'm going to add that
What's
to my
that?
list.
Reprisal?
That sounds really good. Let us know what it's about, because I'm into it. I started watching Spinning Out because Autumn suggested that.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good? What is that about?
Basically, okay, then we'll get into the tea. Basically, Spinning Out is about this girl. She's a competitive, or used to be a competitive ice skater, has an injury, still has PTSD from the injury, a lot of mental health,
Okay.
a lot of drama. It seems really good so far. I'm hooked. I'm interested. And kind of the
Okay.
douchey guy looks like he has a little more to him than just being a rich douchebag. That's the episode I just watched last night. So
Okay.
it's interesting. I'm getting into it.
I gotta check that out.
I like it. I must really like things that have competitive sports in them. That's the dancer in me. I'm like, yes.
Madison, I've never danced a day in my life, but let me tell you, I was once obsessed with a gymnast show called Make It or Break It.
Oh,
on
yes.
ABC Fam-
Yes. Did you watch the movie Stick It?
No. But that's iconic. I do know
yes.
that movie's iconic.
Jeff Bridges, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and kick it off and talk about Logan Paul, you guys. So remember Josie Canseco, Jose Canseco's daughter, who I always want to call her Jose Canseco too, but it's Josie. So you guys know that she dated Brody Jenner shortly after him and Caitlyn went their separate ways when Caitlyn started dating Miley. Well, now Josie and Logan Paul are dating. Sources close to them told TMZ that they recently started dating after running in the same friend circle for years. They're reportedly very happy and off to a good start. Who knew? Who knew that these two would find their way to each other? I just feel like it is so random
Yeah.
and proof that LA, or I guess we could go even smaller, like the Hollywood celebrity circle is very, very small. The dating pool is like this big.
For me personally, this is my own, I guess, like point of view specifically. I just couldn't imagine like being friends with the same handful of people and then just being like, well, I'm single now, I guess.
Right?
You look good. Like, you know, like, I don't know.
How does that work? Like when you're all out to
I see
dinner
it happen
as
all the
friends, is
time.
it just like, okay, well, we haven't given it a go yet, so like, should we try?
Yeah.
It's really, really weird.
It's weird for me, but I don't judge people that do it, I guess. When it comes
I'm
to the
also
Kardashians,
like-
I feel differently, but for this, I feel like this is a way smaller scale.
But don't you feel like it's kind of taking, I don't want to say taking a step down or like a step backwards, but going from Brody Jenner to Logan Paul?
The thing that I think how they feel about it maybe is like, well, I know that they've already got their own clout, so they're not really looking for none of mine. A lot of these girls think that way, which is stupid. But instead of just like liking someone to like someone, they'll be like, well, I don't think she's gonna use me for my numbers.
I guess. I don't know.
Some
just saw
people don't
that
even
and
hang out
like,
with people over that kind of stuff, Madison. Like they'd be like, how many followers do you have? Okay, we ain't taking no pictures.
Okay.
We can hang out, but we ain't taking no pictures, and you can't tag me on social media.
That's why I'm not friends with any other creators besides you, because everyone would be like, you don't have a K next to your name? I cannot socialize with you.
And that's dumb. That's so dumb, Madison.
No, I completely agree. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I guess we'll see where this goes. I feel like Logan doesn't strike me as someone who loves a good long-term serious relationship.
I was gonna say.
But you never know. Maybe Josie Canseco will be the one to do it. If not, Jose will have to hit him with the 1-2 punch.
What Jose got to say?
I wonder what Jose has to say.
Jose, what you
I feel like he probably just like lets his daughter go off and like do her thing, and he's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to see the headlines. Like, just sit like la 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 la, and just let her go do her thing.
Watch out for that one.
Watch out. Okay, let's talk about Nikki Tutorials, you guys. So, Two-Faced's co-creator released a statement in regards to his sister seemingly being the one that was blackmailing Nikki Tutorials. You guys remember this? We talked a little bit about it yesterday. We were just speculating because we didn't know, but she did have some things in her Instagram bio. She ended up putting her account on private. So the statement to E in part said, quote, I would like to make sure it is understood that although I love my sister very much, the things she says or does have absolutely nothing to do with me and do not in any way reflect me, my opinions, thoughts, or feelings, nor speak to me or Two-Face in any way, shape, or form. Went on to say that he has always stood for love, equality, and kindness. He's sorry for the hurt she's caused, and he's shocked and disgusted at his core. Ended the statement saying he's proud of Nikki Tutorials and how inspired he is for her strength and sharing her beautiful story.
Okay, I just want to say to y'all that I looked while Madison was reading that, and I feel like that was not genuine. Can I tell you why?
Of course.
The reason why I feel that way, Madison, is because Two-Faced is owned by Estee Lauder. And I know Estee Lauder don't want no problems with the queer community. And for that woman to sit up there and write what she wrote in her bio, talking about something that's not the only secret she's hiding, that would have been the biggest bag fumble for his company that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, of course, he had to go and sort of put out a statement to try to save face.
Right. And you're right. I mean, Estee Lauder has been around for her, oh my gosh. I mean, I can't even, so many years. It is kind of one of, I feel like, when you think of a, like you said, prestigious or just a brand that you can trust, it's been around for a long time. I feel like Estee Lauder, you just are like, wow, that's what like adults use. You know what I mean? Like you're doing it.
Yes.
And I just feel like it's unfortunate that obviously someone's sister is creating all of this havoc for the Two-Faced co-creator, but then it's also like, why aren't you keeping your family in check? Why did it even get to this point? Yes, you're making a statement and that's great and all, but it shouldn't have even gotten here, is how I feel. And maybe I feel like that is something that should have been said. Like, I don't even know how we got here. It is completely inappropriate that my sister was involved. I am not associated with her. I do not associate with anything she was putting on her social media, anything she was putting out there, and just completely own up to it, apologize, and then try to move on.
Courtney Melton says, Two-Faced called Jeffree Star's makeup clown makeup. And I think that that's hilarious because no matter how you feel about Jeffree Star as a person, the products speak for itself.
Always say that. So, you can hate on Jeffree all you want, but he does always put out quality product. And I feel like Two-Face is always going to go for Jeffree because he doesn't hold back and he doesn't care who is behind what product. If he doesn't feel it's good, he's not giving you a good review. He doesn't really care what kind of backlash he gets from it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I feel like that's probably why they have tried to also discount Jeffree's products because it's like, oh, well, if you're going to go and make a YouTube video for your millions of subscribers and talk ish on us and say we don't pay our collaborators enough money and all of these things, of course they're going to retaliate and say bad things about his products.
I'm like, is T-Sesh in? T-Sesh is in. Hey, T-Sesh.
Oh my God, hi, hello.
T-Sesh is cool. Shout out to T-Sesh.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We have some people talking about Jeffree. Brittany says they need to handle their behavior, period, before the wreck themselves.
It might be too late, Brittany. It might be too late for that.
Do you think it is? Like,
I think so.
Would you guys, when you go into Sephora next or Ulta, wherever, and if you see Two-Faced, are you going to be deterred away from that because of everything that's happened?
I think some people that know about this or they're really in depth with the beauty community, they might not purchase products, but I think a normal person that's like, oh my God, lipstick might be like, oh my God, Too Faced, cool.
Right.
And not even care about this.
Yeah, I will say now that I know about it, I probably will think twice just because I have this thing where, of course, I'm easily swindled. You guys know this, but it does pain me to know if my hard-earned coin is going to line somebody's pockets who isn't the best human. Sometimes I got to do it just to do it, but if I can't avoid it, I know I'm one of those people who will.
Yeah.
Just my own personal stance. Yeah.
That was bad.
It was bad.
That was bad. I just think like.
Think about you're the co-founder of a huge cosmetics company, and your sister is the one who is effing things up. Like, I would literally be like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Why are you getting involved in this? This has nothing to do with you.
My sister would be having a very stern talk.
Yes. I mean, what was she thinking? It makes no sense to me.
Up the bag. I can hear myself now.
You'd be like Kim Kardashian with the bag.
Let me tell you, I'd be in the recliner by the lamp. I know y'all can paint this picture. When you walk through the door and I click on that lamp, click, click.
You better run the other way.
Where were you? You better have been out there chasing bags because you're about to make us lose this one.
Exactly.
Woo, I can see myself now, Madison.
That would have been a good line. A good line.
Wrote that one, girl.
Okay, let's talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine, you guys. You know, Courtney and I have been following this case a little bit with the T-Tribe.
Yeah.
Definitely, personally, we have. We want to make sure we're always careful when we talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine for obvious reasons. But TMZ reports that Tekashi 6ix9ine wants out of prison as soon as possible to serve the remainder of his sentence at home because he believes he's in danger, obviously in prison. His lawyer actually has already filed documents to allow him to serve the rest of his 24 months on house arrest. Apparently, he's really starting to get more concerned day by day. There's a lot of gang members in prison. He feels like he has a target on his back.
There was a witness in the trial, I believe, that is in jail, and he was attacked.
Oh.
So that's another reason why, that's part of the main reason why Daniel was trying to get on out of there, because another witness in the case
has already been attacked.
And now listen, the gang members, the gang is called the 9 Trey Bloods. They done stabbed a man 9 times. So Daniel got to get home.
So do you think the judge will grant him this? I kind of don't think he will. I think he's going to make him a lesson.
I don't.
Or make him an example and learn a lesson, which is like messed up. Super messed up, but I feel like there was already some backlash online when the sentencing came down. People felt like he didn't get enough time, it wasn't fair. I feel like the judge has to know some of the reactions, and although it's not fair for him to base his decision off those reactions, I feel like in an effort to look tough, in an effort to look like he's upholding the law, I don't know if they're going to grant him this privilege.
I just want to say I could not be a judge because I just don't think I could sleep.
I'm too emotional.
Yeah.
I'm too emotional. I would be.
Because I would say no, probably. Right. I'd be like, no, and then go home and be like, oh. Yeah, so.
Exactly.
Shout out to that judge. They got to make the tough calls, Madison. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, and people are saying, okay, Sunshine Brown says he's staying in jail, period. Monica says play with fire, you get burned.
It's like 11 months left he's got, and he's probably going to get. If he stays, he's probably gonna get out early on good behavior. I imagine if I were him, the closer it gets to that release date, I would be, girl, I would stop showering. Because y'all won't catch me.
Yeah, I agree.
You're gonna smell this, because you will not. And I wear glasses too.
I would wait till I smell so bad that essentially they would have to clear out the shower and make me go in by myself.
Yes, watched. Someone armed.
Literally. Bianca, she said, what does it mean when a judge makes someone an example? So what I meant by that is a lot of times people who have money or, you know, a certain status. Sometimes a judge or the court system or whatever will want to make them an example by saying, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what status you have. It doesn't matter that you're a celebrity. When you come in this courtroom, you're a normal citizen, you broke the law, and you're going to have the consequences of a normal citizen. We're going to make an example out of you. We're going to make sure that people who also share your same status know that if they commit a crime, they're also going to get in trouble.
Exactly.
And it's just kind of, that's the sense I've been getting with this Tekashi case. When his sentencing wasn't as severe as people felt it should be, then people were saying, oh, well, he got off because, you know, obviously his celebrity is going to come out, he's going to make more albums. It is what it is.
Just a different point of view. If Tekashi unfortunately gets harmed in prison, then that kind of sends a message. It reinforces like the the unwritten hood law that like you shouldn't snitch, right?
Right.
If Tekashi go home, then that to me, if I was in the streets, that'd say I'm good.
Right.
All y'all. Hello, police. like you know what I mean? So I mean, what do y'all, out of curiosity, care more about? Reinforcing the unwritten laws of the hood, or people getting the justice that they deserve in the bigger picture down the line?
You can just picture. Yes.
Hello?
I'm out now.
Halle Berry, Nene Leaks wig on to the side. Hello.
I'm here. Okay, let's talk about Vanessa Hudgens, you guys. So yesterday, obviously, news broke. It was a huge story. Everyone was freaking out. Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler broke up after 9 years of dating. You would think after 9 years, you're in it. You are in it. But no, they are not in it. They went their separate ways. And now there are fans on Twitter begging Vanessa to get back with Zac Efron because obviously they dated for 5 years prior to her dating Austin. Make the whole High School Musical dream come true. What do you think? No?
Y'all need to go to bed. And for real, what is Zac Efron and Vanessa? To think that like I would laugh at that today, but if I were like 13, I'd be like,
oh, back in when they first started dating and they were like in High School Musical, oh my God, I was like, they're gonna get married. This is so cute. They met on set, like yes. Obviously they broke up.
I think that Vanessa Hudgens needs somebody a little bit edgier than Zac Efron. Isn't Zac Efron like on a mountain somewhere?
He's like
filming
really
a show
into the wilderness right now. Yeah, he's shooting that Quibi show.
Madison, we know what happens when men go to the woods. Justin Timberlake. So, no, Vanessa needs somebody else. And I will admit, I'll be honest with y'all, I like that couple a lot.
What?
Her and Austin.
I did too. I really like them. I feel like they were an interesting couple because obviously when they first started dating, she had a little more name recognition than he did.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's let him build himself up. They've totally done it separately. He's about to be in that new Elvis Presley biopic. Like, he was really doing things, and he's really good looking, by the way. I was looking at pictures of him yesterday. I was like, from when they started dating to what he looks like now, like, he has matured.
Austin Butler and Cord Overstreet.
Yes.
Those two, y'all. Two men.
Men. If you don't know what I'm talking about, after this, just go to your Google and type in Austin Butler, and you're welcome. Okay, let's talk about Pete and Kaya, you guys. We have a little more information regards to these two. So remember yesterday we heard that they were cooling off. Well, Page Six reports they have officially broken up. They have gone their separate ways. The source said, quote, it looks like Pete and Kaya are over. It got very overwhelming for Kaya. Pete has a certain MO, and he's very intense to his girlfriends. Kaya is only 18, and it's a lot to deal with.
Cindy said, nah.
What do you think that means when it says Pete has a certain MO, and he's very intense to his girlfriends?
Intense in social interactions and relationships is a word I'm still trying to figure out. Because people say I'm like that in friendships. I'm intense. What the expletive does that mean?
That's what I don't
Can y'all
understand.
explain that to me?
Is it like he wants to spend too much time together? Is he needy? Is he...
What does that mean?
What does it mean? Because I feel like as a Taurus, part of our sign and our characteristics are we do put a lot into our relationships, which is why we're very selective on who we want as friends, as partners, because if you're gonna be my friend, even just my friend, I am going to definitely be there for you 100%. I'm going to be 100% loyal, and I expect the exact same thing from you in return.
Yes.
It takes some years to get that. It takes until you're pretty much a young adult, in my own opinion. So I don't know if it's that, like maybe he just was a little too much and she was like, oh, I just kind of want to have fun.
She's like, I'm 5, I'm chilling. Why are you?
I mean, honestly, at 18, I can speak for myself only. I don't think I was ready at all to be in a relationship with someone who, you know, definitely had their own demons that they were dealing with. When I was 18, I was like, oh my God, like, life is so fun. I'm going to college.
Fresh off the waterfall pick, like you were living your best life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I quite had the maturity or the mental capacity to help someone through their demons. Just my own
Pete even
being.
involve himself with this young lady?
Well, there are rumors that he wanted her connections, her name recognition.
Oh.
He
was
kind
in a
of
clout
was
drought.
using her to get into certain parties, rub shoulders with certain people.
Pete was in a clout drought, Madison. That's what he was in.
So that's why she was kind of in his line of sights for a little bit. But no more.
That relationship with Ariana, I couldn't imagine what that was like. They both were dealing with a lot.
And I also think that Ariana might have some kind of clingy tendencies too. Not that that's a bad thing.
Of course not.
But I just feel like because, she is so busy all the time, you kind of always cling to that person who's not involved in your career to be like, give me solace, give me peace. I don't want to talk about work. And I just feel like they both were like all over each other and then realized like, damn.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. We both want to hang out too much.
I thought I knew.
So yeah, and Marielle said clingy can be bad. 901 Erica says, I know most don't like Pete. I do and have been a fan. And it's funny to me because I had no idea who that girl was, but def no Pete. Yep, see, there you go. 901 Erica, you just definitely helped Pete Davidson out. That helped him out a lot.
Shout out to you.
Okay, let's talk about Liam Hemsworth, you guys. A source told In Touch Weekly that Liam has really fallen for his girlfriend, Gabriella Brooks, and his family adores her. We know they didn't love Miley as much, so this is a really big step. The insider went on to say that Liam still can't believe what a whirlwind this past year has been, but he's put Miley behind him and is in a great place. He's ready to start a new decade and chapter in his life. We know he just celebrated a birthday earlier this week, so I feel like that's a very reflective time.
Madison.
And he's ready to reflect upon Gabriella.
How long has he been dating Gabriella?
Not that long. Only like a month.
Goodbye.
See, I think that this isn't necessarily even Liam. I feel like these are people from Liam's team, probably here in the U.S., being like, look, you gotta give us something because everyone thinks, thanks to Miley's camp, that you are having drug issues, alcohol issues, you're just hiding out in Australia. Like, you gotta give people a little something to know that you're moving on, you're doing okay, and you're fine post Miley.
This don't even sound realistic to me.
You don't think that they're in it that far?
I don't understand. You've known somebody a month and you bringing them around parents? Family adores her? Like, what?
Yeah.
It's been 4 weeks.
You would have died. On the first episode of The Bachelor, one of the first single dates, the guy brought one of the contestants to his parents' vow renewal with like all of his family. And she's like in the family pictures and like
and
all
y'all
this
be
stuff.
wondering why celebrity relationships don't work out. It's because they're built on fantasy.
But see, Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler, 9 years. That was not
How
fantasy,
long
and
did
I'm
they date
sad.
before they told us?
I mean, a long time.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
We don't need to know.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I feel like this is a pure trying to take a stance against Miley.
I agree.
And I feel bad, and that's why I think like Gabriella will definitely be a rebound, but just like let him have the rebound. It's
Liam been
fine.
transformed into a muscular stunt queen.
He's always been muscular. Shout out to Nina. Hey, beauties. I can't wait for Thickness Thursday. Yes.
Thickness third. That's it.
Thickness Thursday.
I just envisioned Nick Jonas when you said that.
I have never felt anything deeper in my core than Thickness Thursday. Yes, I love that so much. Okay, let's talk about Miss Camila Cabello.
Help us.
She announced that she will be also performing at the Grammys. She
For
posted
what?
it on her Instagram. Apparently, it's clear that the Grammys are making everyone like little things to be like, post this on your Instagram,
They said,
post this on your social
please
media.
watch this year. We are honoring Black women, women in general, Steven Tyler's lips. Please watch. They are
Latin
begging
women,
us.
they are. They
Begging.
really, really are. So you guys know Camila is joining Ariana Grande. We talked about Demi Lovato yesterday, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, which Courtney and I feel very about.
Yeah.
Aerosmith, excited about Aerosmith. Definitely love them. That's one of the rock bands that I actually really, really strongly stand
I like
behind.
them.
Well, they have a lot of good hits that people sometimes, they're one of those bands that you are at their concert and they start singing a song, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know they sang this song. You know what I'm saying?
Or you don't even remember that they had this hit. Because that would be me. No, I was saying this about going to see Kelly Clarkson at her residency, is she would be going through the hits and I'd be like, oh, I forgot Kelly sang that.
Too.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what song I forgot about until I heard it on the radio
Miss
the other day?
Independent?
Not that one, but it was Since You've Been Gone.
Sorry, I didn't mean that was loud, y'all. Sorry. But Kelly did that.
I know.
Kelly did that.
That was like 1-2 years after American Idol.
I'm going to see Kelly. I got to see Kelly.
She's honestly
Kelly, I'm coming.
one of the nicest people ever. I can attest. I met her at The Voice. She is so sweet, exactly how she is on her social media, on The Voice, like 100%, 1,000% like that in real life. Could it be an act? I guess so, but if so, she's got me fooled because she was very, very sweet.
I feel like Kelly Clarkson knows exactly where to get a good meal and gossip.
Yes.
I feel like Kelly the one you sit and
Yes.
spill the
And
tea
you know
with.
what?
Yes.
She really has been so great for body positivity as well, because I feel like she's someone early on in her career who she's opened up about it. She struggled.
They were mean
She
to
felt
her.
a really, really, really big pressure to be thin. Remember the movie she did, Justin and Kelly?
From Justin and girl.
I actually saw
Where's
an
Justin
article that she was
Guarini?
like, I cringe at that movie just like the rest of America who has watched it. Like, not the best, but whatever, it's fine.
Listen, they offered her something, and she said, I'm the American Idol, I'll take it.
Exactly. hey, gotta hand it to her. She's the first American Idol, and she's still making a name for herself today.
That was like, why did Fantasia do a biopic of her life 2 years after she won American Idol?
I know.
Fantasia, why you did that?
And also, what is Fantasia doing now? Is she doing
I
something?
think she's singing.
Well,
I
but
think she
on,
came
like,
out
what?
with something recently.
Okay, good.
Fantasia fans.
She was
what
one of
Fantasia put
my.
out
She was one
recently?
of my favorites.
Yes, sexy boy. What song was that?
I don't know.
When I See You.
Yes.
That's what it is. Shout out to Fantasia.
Okay, I see you guys talking about Camila Cabello. We have 2D saying Camila performing equals shady cameraman showing us Mr. Mendez in the audience the whole time. Pass.
We don't need that.
I think that's what it'll be. I was actually surprised to hear that Sean and Camila weren't performing together, but maybe because they did the AMAs, they also did the VMAs. The people at the Grammys were like,
No more scams.
no
Miss
more.
Sham.
Honestly, and they essentially redid their performance at the AMAs that they did at the VMAs, just Camila wore a different color. It was literally the same thing, like Sean playing the guitar, dim lighting. Are they gonna make out? No, they're just gonna nuzzle each other's noses. Like, it's the same thing, and maybe the people at the Grammys were like, you know what, we've been dragged enough, we don't need to get dragged again
I wonder
for
if
having them do
they
the same thing.
are they gonna have her perform My Oh My? Did baby you get
I
up on
hope
that
so.
stage?
I hope so.
She dropped the lyric video quietly.
I hope so. That would be the one song that I would actually be very for her performing. It would be a good crowd pleaser. It would get everybody going. I feel like she kind of needs to do that.
But is the baby gonna do it?
True. He also
After that
he's
Tumblr
going through
page?
some like things.
Listen, that club promoter should have paid him his coin.
Yeah, I know.
So you
I feel
get
bad.
what you deserve when you don't pay people.
I know, but I just feel bad because he's going through a little.
The song she should
Problem with
perform
the
is
law.
My Oh My. As a black person, I don't want the baby to go up on stage with her and
So
perform
then,
My Oh My.
what do you think she should do then?
Who cares? The album sucks. and I'm not sorry. Just to be honest, before y'all comment, and I'm not sorry, so be mad. The album was trash. It was worse than subpar. So she really doesn't need to be performing anyway.
Yeah.
You could run us Havana one more time, and I'd be here for it.
I would be here
Run
for
us
that.
Havana one more time.
Havana,
One more
no, na, na.
At this point, I feel like Havana is a classic, right? I think we're gonna be at the barbecue 10 years from now, and that's gonna come on. And Madison, you and your blazer still, you gonna hit the. I know you will.
If I'm in a blazer at a barbecue 10 years from now, just go.
Because you're going to come from your shoot earlier in the day.
Okay. With my chauffeur.
Exactly.
With my chauffeur.
And they go,
yes.
dun, 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 dun. You're going to
Havana, ooh, na, na. And Courtney's like, I told you. Remember
Rest
on the
of that?
T? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Gabby, we know the Jonas Brothers are also going to be there. Yes, we know. It's going to actually be a good show, I think. I don't want to say I know because I don't feel that confident, but I think it will be a good Grammy.
Lisa said that was a way better way to say what I just said. Shout out to Lisa Barnes. Lisa said Camila's songs are all B-sides, and that's a way more polite
That's
version
very
of what I said.
nice.
Because that's more how I felt. Like it was like bonus tracks.
Right.
And you made an album out of bonus tracks, and I don't want that.
Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate you. Okay, let's get into the news that to know you guys all like. If you guys are Selenators, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and put some crowns in the chat if you love Selena Gomez.
Nice.
If you love Justin Bieber, give this video a thumbs up as well. Go ahead and put those ice cream cones in the chat. And then if you love Haley, you know our thing for Haley is
Haley
the Halers. Yes. Haley Halers. That's where we're going at. I'm saying everything yes.
Oh, I see y'all. There y'all go.
Okay, so you guys know that Selena Gomez is on a press tour right now talking about Rare. Most recently, she sat down with Billboard and she actually had a pretty emotional interview just talking about some of the songs that were difficult for her to make on her album. She opened up first about Vulnerable, and she said that she felt depleted of life and said that she turned bitter for a while. She was extremely bitter and very dry. She was also disconnected from her feelings. She went on to say that therapy helped her understand that giving herself to people is not a weakness. It's being vulnerable, and vulnerability is a strength.
It
So
is.
that's where she came, that's what place she was coming from with Vulnerable. And I think the whole felt depleted of life thing is very, very intense and very strong. And I don't even know how she was able to get in the studio and channel those feelings into words. to be honest with you. That sounds incredibly difficult.
When I'm upset, Madison, I don't want to get out the bed, let alone get in the booth. So, I mean,
right?
I couldn't imagine.
It's like you're essentially being forced in a way to confront exactly how you're feeling and put it into words.
Yes,
you know how sometimes when you're just like really mad or sad or just you're having a day that you're just kind of like meh, and you can't verbalize it.
Yes.
It's like, okay, Selena, we know you're feeling that way, but we're gonna need you to verbalize it.
We said, girl, we got this instrumental.
Yeah.
You got some feelings?
And
or
the
what?
studio space is booked, and Julia Michaels is on her way, so
Julia said,
you gotta get in the car.
How you feeling today?
Yeah.
What you feeling?
Exactly. Also, she talked about Lose You to Love Me. She said that she was a mess while making that song, and it was very difficult for her. But, positive note, just because certain songs were a challenge doesn't mean that they bring up bad feelings or memories. Selena said that's partially why she waited to release this album because, quote, I didn't want to be triggered by the same things. I wanted to get out what I was feeling, and then I wanted to celebrate it, and that's what happened.
I'm glad she waited, Madison, because I would never want to pay my coin to see Selena Gomez and she's crying.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Not because I'm mean, but just because I don't want to see her cry. I don't want her to be upset. Just like she said, I wanted to celebrate it, and that's what happened. I would want to celebrate with her. Like, you've made it through the fire on the other side.
Right.
You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. I want her live performance to feel that way.
Absolutely. And I feel like this is something a lot of fans or just people don't stop to think about. Like, well, yes, we love a good breakup anthem.
Oh, yeah.
We love when we hear the tea. These artists are still having to relive those moments and those memories every time we sing them. Like, I think it was Halsey when her breakup song with G-Eazy. And she was doing an interview and they were like, oh my God, like, aren't you so happy with like all the success you have with the song? She was like, well, yes, I'm very grateful. I'm so happy. But keep in mind that I also have to sing about my ex every night at every show over and over and over again. And it is difficult. Ariana Grande's opened up about how difficult it is.
I don't know how she did that.
I don't know
all
how.
them shows.
I think she was rushed a little bit, and you guys know we've talked about that. We felt like Ariana wasn't quite healed, and there was someone on her team who pushed her into going ahead with the tour when she wasn't quite ready. But I'm happy that Selena definitely waited, and like you said, now when she performs, it's not going to be like, oh my God, I don't want to sing Lose You to Love Me because it dredges everything back up. It's more like, hey, I was there, I was a mess, but look at me now. Look at her now. Damn it. Shout out to Fessy. Are you guys going to stream the Joe Bro song this Friday? Yes, we will, of course.
I want to hear what they're putting down because can I be honest?
Yes.
I love the Jonas Brothers a lot, aggressively. Y'all have heard me speak about Thick Jonas literally this exact show.
Yes.
The album wasn't all the way there for me. It wasn't 10 out of 10. I would say it was a good 6.9.
I think it was kind of
for me
relying on a lot of nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, the Jonas Brothers are back.
And I want them to leave me wigless. Like Kissing Strangers, any of the DNCE stuff that came out, snatch my wig. I wish the Jonas Brothers would take just a couple elements from DNCE and switch it up.
So we'll see what they bring on Friday. We'll definitely be listening.
Good.
We'll definitely be giving it a stream for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Justin and Hailey a little bit. So Justin posted this video of him and Hailey from 2016. They're on a tennis court. He's like jumping over the little net situation. They point at each other. Well, of course, there were a lot of people in the comments being like, LOL, and then you left Hailey for Selena. Selena doesn't want you. Like, just still bringing it up.
So annoying.
And I just glanced and I was like, the fact that this is even so, like, you guys, I am all for calling Justin and Hailey out when they do something petty on social media. But truthfully, I don't think this was that. I think this is Justin just trying to distract from the whole yummy thing. I think he was just posting a video with his wife, and unfortunately, still getting brought up.
Justin will put a selfie up, and 90% of the top comments will be like, stop stalking Selena.
And normally,
Justin's like, I'm just trying to show you my ugly mustache and my face. Like,
and
what?
normally we would call it out. You know, if there's reason to call it out, we have no problem calling Justin Bieber and his mustache out. But just this it's just not necessary.
I think people were upset because Hailey commented, then even back then you were right. I became your wifey, and everyone was like upset over that. Was he with Selena during the time he made that video?
No, we know that Justin ping-ponged between Hailey and Selena for a long time. Like,
absolutely.
A lot of times when he wasn't with Selena and wasn't with an Instagram model that we knew about, like, he was messing around with Hailey. So it was kind of, which is ironic that they were on a tennis court, because it was literally a back and forth situation between Hailey and Selena. Hailey maybe shouldn't have said that, but I feel like in that moment she wasn't really trying to take a side at Selena at all. I think she was just being like, oh, even then, I knew, and maybe Justin didn't. That might have even been a little shade towards Justin, like, dude, I've known that I wanted to be with you all this time. You were the one who was slow. You were slow on the uptake. I've been ready.
Been ready.
Been ready. Now, I think, is there times when maybe she shouldn't have let the ball come back onto her side of the court? Of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. However,
That's
she
true.
did, and now she's got to live with it. And honestly, Selena doesn't want Justin Bieber back. She has made that clear.
Yeah.
Throughout her music, throughout her interviews, like, she's moved on, she's done, she's letting them live.
The door
She's
is
the one who
closed.
told us after the restaurant situation to let it die.
Yep.
So we are trying to respect her and let it die.
Is it dead, girl?
It's not dead yet. Is it dead with Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt? No, which means
Nope.
Justin and Selena will never be dead. Ever, ever, ever. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
It definitely is what it is, but I just want to go on record and say, just a reminder, Justin, we need that Post Malone song.
Do you guys know he was getting serious? I could tell.
Yummy is not number one, and that's what he was begging us for that.
Begging.
You went and got in the back of David Dobrik's Tesla and begged the girls to stream his. You got our fave involved with your yummy mess and still ain't get number one?
Not over the fact of him telling his fans how to download a US VPN to have them stream it through the United States. Like, if fandoms are telling other fans to do that, okay, that's one thing. That's something you can't control. But for the actual artist to be like, hey, here's a way to rig the system, please do so to get my song to number one, like, that is way too far. Way, way, way too far.
Madison,
the David Dobrik thing was too far. The VPN was too
going
far.
off in Scooter's office when Yummy didn't hit whatever the projected numbers were, and Scooter said, okay, we got plan. That was like a plan A through F. All the lyric videos, the animated video, the game, all the Instagram lives. You done played with our normal 4 minutes and 20 seconds of David Dobrik and replaced it with Justin Bieber. I was going to say,
so do you think that Scooter reached out to David Dobrik?
Absolutely.
Okay. You don't think that was Justin's doing?
Madison, if I wanted the girls to know about my single, I would be trying to get to David Dobrik. And I would say, David, put me in the back of your Tesla and let's surprise the T-Tribe members. And he might be like, well.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think they paid David Dobrik for that? Oh, okay. Okay.
You think that?
I don't know. I don't know.
If it's David, you bet not have done that for free.
I don't know if it's kind of like I scratch my back, or I'll scratch yours, you scratch mine.
I would hope
or
Scooter slid more than 6 digits his way for that kind of promotion.
Are you serious?
Surprising people with Justin Bieber. It's not even like he's a part of the video. He basically asked David to create a video to promote his song. That's what we do.
That's insane.
If I'm promoting like an orange spray, I might react to Doja Cat's Juicy video where she's dressed up as a whole bunch of fruit and then say, girl, y'all need to get this orange spray. It's gonna make your house smell so good.
So, okay, let's just go down the list real quick. So we had David Dobrik, obviously. We have TikTok. We have the game. We have the Drew merch, right?
The multiple versions of the video, of the lyrics.
Of the lyrics. That just seems like a lot of things. The downloading of the VPN.
Roddy Ricch, who was number one, even told people to
go stream. Like, why did Roddy Ricch do that? Like, did they tell him, like, hey, help us out?
No.
Or do you think he was just being petty and was like, go stream Yummy, and then he was still
like,
number one?
Well, everyone else is begging everyone to stream it. I might as well. And guess what, y'all?
No. Yeah.
Talent won.
Dang.
Talent won.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Because you go on TikTok, Madison. I got to be honest. Now that I'm on TikTok, y'all can follow me on TikTok, by the way, Court Revolution. You scroll like every 3 TikToks, it's Doja Cat Say So and Roddy Ricch The Box.
Okay.
Every other one. And that's Sierra. You try, can't get it, just can't fight that feeling.
And they were, and I feel like Justin was literally trying to kind of get in on that, and it didn't work.
Justin should have been on TikTok 6 months ago and built up the following, and then it would have had an impact.
Damn, damn, damn. Okay, let's go ahead and turn your volumes down.
Because, of course, it is time for Congenitive! Hello to everyone in your office.
Yes, hello. Okay, let's go ahead and kick it off and talk about Kim and Tristan.
Ooh.
So Kim, you guys, clapped back and clarified that she was not booing Tristan Thompson at the basketball game. Sadly, she tweeted saying, "I was there to support him and was cheering, screaming, 'Let's go, Tristan!' I would never go boo anyone. I don't go to hate, only to cheer."
Okay.
But do you think this means that Khloe and Tristan are on their way to being back together? Because if Kim felt the need to take to social media to make sure people knew that she was not being petty, she was not being rude, she was not booing Tristan, everyone, we would better prepare ourselves now, because him and Khloe, I feel it in my bones, are back together.
I think they already are back together. They've been back together, and they're just trying to find out the best way to tell us.
And see, I feel like everyone was way too happy and way too quick to praise Kim. Like,
Yeah.
even we were, you guys know in the T-Tribe, everyone was like, Kim's my spirit animal, yes,
Yeah.
Kim, yes, Kim.
I'm gonna boo you at your next game.
Like, everyone was just like, yes, Kim, we love it. We love Kim's energy.
Sisterly love.
And unfortunately, I feel like that's not the storyline they wanted. They wanted that Kim's going to cheer on Tristan, so then everyone would be like, oh my God, like, okay, maybe, he's being accepted back into the family. That's not what happened, so then Kim had to go and clean up the mess.
So we don't pull this when the dinner comes out on the show.
And now everyone's just like, wah, wah, wah. Like, why? Shout out to Fessy. Courtney equals reaction. Oh, reaction guru Yummy is extra for zero reason. Literally.
Well.
Literally, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong at all, Fessy.
Okay, let's talk about Rob and China, you guys, because we have an update.
Oh, good.
Things between them have been absolutely crazy since Rob filed paperwork for primary custody. There's a lot of very serious and crazy allegations in the paperwork, which, by the way, little clarification. So we didn't know this, but this is a report from Radar Online where I have the update, but also apparently when Rob filed the paperwork, it was actually an emergency petition. Like, he wanted them to cut whatever deal they have right now and have primary custody given to him, as well as have those drug tests for China immediately enforced, which the judge did not grant, obviously, which is why they have to they're going for a meeting next month. But I didn't realize that it was an emergency petition. I thought he was just putting it out there to start the process. But apparently something must have happened that was real bad.
Yeah, Maddison. For
him to decide to go through with it and say it was an emergency. But what we know is next month, this is going to be addressed. Rob and China will have a closed-door hearing to discuss Rob's request for the primary custody and whether or not China does have to follow through on those drug tests before she can spend any time with Dream. Also, to get the okay that a nanny has to be present for any time that China and Dream spend together. And remember, one of the caveats of that is if there's any sort of violence or any sort of dangerous situation, Rob wants the nanny to have the right to pull Dream and leave.
Well, I'm going to say this, Madison. Now, when we first started discussing the story, I believe it was Bianca that said, because I was asking about Wendy, Bianca had told me about the Wendy episode. And so I went and I watched the Wendy episode, and Wendy said exactly how we felt. The Carr-Jenners, girl, that's a team.
Right.
Do not go up against them. And I don't think that this is going to turn out well.
I don't think it's going to turn out well either.
I don't think it's going to turn out well.
I think, unfortunately, that closed-door hearing is going to get very ugly. It's not going to be good. I don't think anything will be resolved in one meeting.
Oh, no.
I think it's definitely going to drag on. It's going to be a battle. We know Rob is going in with all of his ducks in a row. That's what sources have been saying. He's got evidence. He's got proof. He is ready to fight this. China's team, has called Rob a liar. She's ready to fight this as well. I still just feel so bad for Dream because I just know one day this is all obviously going to be something she finds and reads and takes in. And even though Rob, we believe he is doing the right thing and China needs some time to just get herself together, it's still just hurtful and terrible to have to read this one day about your parents.
I'm sitting up here, Madison, and I didn't forgot something that was very important when discussing Wendy Williams. Wendy is friends with both of them. How'd that work?
Right.
How'd that work?
Isn't it interesting?
You would have to know something in order to pick a side,
also,
right?
I just want to know, isn't it interesting that you can be friends with people from both sides? You can like people from both sides. You don't have to be one or the other, despite who you talk about most. Just saying. Wow. Look
Y'all
at that.
caught that tea?
Look at that maturity. Look at that maturity.
But yeah,
Just
I was just sitting here thinking she would have to know something if she was going to sit up and publicly pick a side.
Remember, and she said, she was like, China, just listen to what Rob has to say.
Yeah,
Just
she literally used the words comply.
Comply.
Yeah.
You don't say that unless you know.
Yeah.
And I think that tells me that some piece of evidence, some piece of proof, something had to have happened.
Yeah.
Rob has that and was like, we're going through with this.
Yeah.
No more
Emergency?
waiting. Yeah, something's up, you guys. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it, of course. But let's talk about Sophia and Kylie real quick, and then we're going to get into the Kylie Travis situation. So a source told Life and Style magazine that Kylie and Sophia are like sisters now, which is interesting coming off the report that Sophia is ditching her family for the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Kylie's sisters tend to be yes people, allegedly. So I guess Kylie is going to Sophia for advice now over them, which I don't think is a bad thing. You can't have only yes people in your life.
No.
The source said that Kylie feels she can trust and confide in Sophia. She feels Sophia is trustworthy, and even if she broke up with Scott, Kylie feels she would never betray her or the Kardashian family and spill their secrets. Do you think Sophia is actually that trustworthy?
Do y'all know her that well to be saying all that?
I mean, I feel like because she comes from a famous family, they have always kind of run in the same circle. Sophia understands where Kylie is coming from, how Kylie grew up. To know that she's not going to betray them, I don't know about that.
Money talks, sis.
But I like that Kylie, I guess, is trusting her.
That's a weird report.
Right?
She feels Sophia is trustworthy. How do you know that?
Well, I will say, they were friends before she started dating Scott.
How long?
They've been friends for a long time. I can't give an exact number, but they were friends before she dated Scott. Then Sophia started dating Scott. Then it got a little wonky.
Then it was an issue.
And then now they're back to being friends. Okay, well, you marinate on that.
Something in the buttermilk is not clean.
I want to talk about this Kylie and Travis situation. So, new report from Radar Online. Kylie and Travis are working out terms for him to move back in, and they're wanting to make their reunion work to give Stormi a sibling. The source said, quote, Kylie says their split was just a minor bump along the way, and that this is the man she wants to grow old with and have at least one more kid. Apparently, she really respects Travis. She feels like Travis can handle being with a Kardashian. He can handle her level of fame. She knows that she can trust him. He has been very respectful to her and her family publicly. But I'm just like, shouldn't we worry about like maybe reconciling before thinking about another baby? Yeah. I just feel like there's a lot of things that we got to work out first.
By Friday, then another report gonna come out. Kylie and Travis have banana split.
Right. But I know Kylie does want a lot of kids. And she has always wanted to be a young mom. So in my head, I do believe in a sense that she's like, you know what, I've already had one baby with this man. We make really cute babies.
True.
We're still friendly. We're still on great terms. We're able to co-parent. Why not have another one by the same man?
Is that a good enough reason for y'all?
I mean,
to bring children into the world?
Not for me, but if that's what she wants. And then it's like, well, we can work on our relationship along the way. Because that's kind of what they did the first time around. Think about it. When Kylie got pregnant, they were only dating for like 3 months.
But y'all broke up for a reason.
Right. Because fundamentally, Travis wasn't quite ready to be that dad. Well, no, because he is a good dad. I don't want to say that. But he didn't want to be in like a married state already. You know what I mean? He still was working on his career. He didn't want to worry about coming home every night to be with Kylie.
And 4 weeks later, all of a sudden, his whole mind backflipped, and he said, I'm Daddy Scott now.
Right.
That don't make sense, y'all. That's a lie. So we'll be hearing that.
Do you think he wants another baby, or do you think it's Kylie just maybe putting that idea in his head?
Kylie is putting it out there for the show.
Really?
I think Kylie is still having a hot girl summer into the fall, into the winter, into the spring.
So I have a question. For Kylie's storyline, would you be more interested to see her and Travis fixing their relationship, talking about another baby, or her going to Sophia more than her sisters, her starting to have a better relationship with Sophia than her own family, and that kind of causing tension with her and Courtney?
Nothing involving Courtney is valuable to the show.
Because I feel like we could really go any direction with that.
I would rather Kylie be like, I'm over it. And
just move to the farm?
I would rather see Kylie date.
See, I don't think that we're at that point yet.
No,
I don't think we're at that point yet. I think
We got a year and a half
isn't-
of back and forth
right.
with her and Travis.
I think we're going to have a little more back and forth. I still think that there's definitely feelings there.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised to hear that they're talking about him moving back in. That threw me off. That
Mad
threw
weird.
me way, way off. I
That's
was like,
weird.
what? But then I'm like, that would be the only logical thing if they really are talking about having another baby. Like, obviously, they have to have some idea that they want to get back together.
This smells.
Right?
This smells, Madison. I don't believe that they're getting back together. I don't want them to get back together. I want Kylie to continue to be a billionaire and date a few men and then find the one that's like in a castle somewhere.
Right. I want
And
to shout
then-
out Mary Bell. She said, for Stormy's sake, I'd rather see the Travis situation, but hoping it's genuine.
If it's
That's
genuine,
that's
if
the
it's
best way to
genuine,
put it.
sure, but I just don't feel like it is because we always get conflicting reports. Like by the beginning of the week, they're considering getting back together, and then tomorrow,
Right.
all of a sudden, she's sleeping with Drake. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's always something.
And Oh It's Me said, Ro is going to be mad. Young, sweet Ro, Travis's alleged side chick. I truly don't believe that she's involved with Travis at all anymore. That's just my own belief. I think that maybe at some point, yes, but do they have this continued relationship going on? The more I see of her on social media, I'm not as convinced. Or do you think that they're still connected?
I think that there is a YouTuber that is out here exposing young Sweet Ro, but I definitely believe that there's more than 60% truth to her persona and some of her story.
Some of her story.
Some of her
okay,
story.
some of her story.
Because she's got to keep her identity, some of it, hidden. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe
Interesting.
that young Sweet Ro was just like out here just like lying. I don't believe that. Some people out here are just like, she just like popped up and lied.
Right.
I believe that she knew Travis at some point. I believe that they still communicate.
Oh,
to
I
some
mean, there's
extent.
Instagram proof of that.
I definitely
There's Instagram
believe
proof
that.
of that.
I don't think that she's out of the picture.
Okay. Well,
And I think
definitely something to keep an eye on.
If she ever got close to the picture, we would start hearing this.
Oh, you
That's what I
know,
think.
if anything starts getting a little iffy, we'll know.
She can't say
She'll
nothing.
let-
I
no,
feel like she would have
but
signed
I feel
an
like,
NDA.
but I feel like we'll have a few social media clues.
Mm-hmm.
Subtle, very subtle, but I think we will get a few clues. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. I know it went by so fast. Please make sure you tune in to
Yeah.
Daily Rewind later this afternoon.
That's it.
Please don't forget, we always need our T-Tribe to make sure they have our back during the Daily Rewind.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, in the meantime, please make sure to show Shambong Dave and Hit It Leo some love on Instagram as well.
Yes.
They always post fun BTS stuff. Courtney and I in our natural states.
Literally.
They also
Literally.
are the reason these cameras and lights and mics turn on. So please show them some love. In the meantime, make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and Twitter.
Very true.
Show us pictures of you watching the morning tea. We love to see it.
Show us your pets and babies.
Yes, we love to see pets and babies. We love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys, you can also shop the Hollyscoop store. Make sure you're subscribing, sharing, liking, clicking the notification bell so you know when we are live. But if you don't trust your notifications, which sometimes honestly they do act up, just go
Set an
ahead and set your
alarm.
alarm for tomorrow, Thickness Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Now hit it, Leo.